Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary Room. Welcome to Post in the Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get it delivered from the postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever the fuck is necessary to engage with the content. How do I even go about this one? So I think it's really simple. Wordz is a Pretorian native, and he's a rapper called Wordz. The streets also call him Magama, Vorda, Mansui, and I think that's simply because his name is just easily translatable in other languages as well. But it should also be noted that Wordz released a project, or his debut album released back in 2021, and it was called Product of a Praying Mother, which I mean, for the most part, it did receive a positive reaction as a debut, and I think a lot of people just talk about it as one of the best debut albums in South Africa, which I don't even think my opinion is necessary as far as that goes. Wordz has been out of the mix for a while, and his return was obviously marked by his involvement on the Never Right remix, where he had a great verse out there, if not the best verse out there. And then fast forward to the present, 2023, which is now the date or the time of this recording, or the year of this recording. He has now released his project called People Forget to Be People, where he just simply lets us know about his current state of mind, and he also fills us in about the social ills lingering over the citizens of Pretoria. And yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. The album dropped officially on a Saturday, but I caught it on YouTube later that Friday, because it actually didn't drop on Friday morning, because usually we catch these albums on Friday midnight at like 23:59, or 23:59, I'm lying, at 000, like 12 o'clock. That's where we get these projects the next day, and yeah, it dropped on a Saturday because he had issues, and some of the things that were happening there on Twitter, people were just going crazy. Some of them were like, yeah, what if this is a rollout? I'm like, yeah, what if he wants to, traction? I'm like, bro, relax. What do you mean? He's probably going through something. Yeah, which he was, because when he went number one, he confirmed that he had problems, because he said, I did it with no label, with no distributor, and no paid promo. And as far as the production goes in this particular project, there are a lot of beats from the far left. And on production, we have mash beats, logical rhymes. The intro being so long has hidden perks and a vocal sample. And Wordz is just simply reminiscing on how great life has been for him lately. And he also talks about how he feels like people will only celebrate him whenever he's no longer here. And the piano is really significant in my opinion, because it does actually evoke a level of suspense within the listener. Tato Soul tags along on 5 levels, and in his true nature, he just simply makes mention of how niggas will say they don't care about cops until it's time for them to be called. They will be begging for them not to be called. And then Wordz comes in and just simply compares his weight gain to cocaine, and that's actually a bar right there. He also doesn't shy away from the fact that he is actually counseling these streets with his verses, music, or verses, words, whatever you want to say or call it. And it took me back to one of his best verses, which was on No Man's Island. And I'll give him credit to Guti. Some of his verses are some of the realest things that you'll ever hear. Wordz dropped the interlude Training Day, and then the next week the album was out. And I'm a big fan of that move, because there was no trickery involved. The music was just ready to be released, and the interlude was just to warm the people up. And nonetheless, the banger in this particular project is Barker Haynes, and it features Madlera Dope Boy as well as Muchen. At the beginning of the joint, there is actually a video chop of Papa G and Barker Haynes having a conversation, and this was obviously taken from the television show Isidinga the Need. Barker Haynes was a character that was played by Robert Whitehead, and it's not new to have rappers make songs about their favorite actors or make reference of their favorite actors in their songs, because Young Swiss also has a song called David Gennaro. To be honest, Wordz could have rapped for a lot longer over the sample of the soldiers singing Igwijo on the song Dilodi Chinchite, where he would also then take time to reflect on how life has changed for him. While in line with the hip-hop, or the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, where people would just hang around in the park and just freestyle, battle each other, beatboxes would be going up there. On the song It's You, there is a raw beatbox where Wordz has a few lines there just to, pay homage to hip hop. Laundry Day 2 had a really busy beat. And to be quite honest, I did not have the best time listening to the song. More than anything, I do feel like Laundry Day 1 is far more superior than whatever the song is. There are clever one-liners all over the song, like niggas saying that life is the real thug. And Tyson also talks about laundering money to make these record deals pop. Trust is the kind of bag that you would normally find Flo Jones Jr. in. There is a very hard beat and it's full of 808s, and Wordz had minimal involvement in this particular joint. And for the most part, the first leg is not as captivating as much as the second leg is. And I think everyone in this particular joint is lyrically slouching. And everything about the second leg is just beautiful because that's where Flo Jones Jr. is actually introduced. So it sounded better when Flo Jones was actually introduced. Levi's 502 is the most engaging tune in this project. This is the best song, in my opinion, in this project alongside Summer. And there's a vibrant scratch sample happening out there. And it reminded me of DJ Premier as well as DJ Ready D. Furthermore, we have Wordz talking about copper theft and how these niggas go to the scrapyard and wait for some cash. While on the other hand, Little Brother has Wordz talking about how music took him out the dark and God played a huge part. The project sort of gets more sentimental towards the end as far as maybe love, relationships, Mjolo is concerned, because Wordz describes a very explicit scene on the song. I love it here, and I think Zimkita was just a joy to listen to, especially her play with her voice. And everything ends off with the song Still Love, where Wordz channel the subtle voice and talks about how humbling life can be. Marley was just given the shine and she rose to the occasion. And I think, simply put, I would like to hear more of these ladies. I love them. I just love everything that they did towards the end of this project. The tempo throughout this particular project is generally flat. Wordz maintained his reflective tone, but also his artistic freedom. But songs like Laundry Day 2 were just not meant for me. The project doesn't also seem to tie up anything at the end, and structurally it's not so convincing. And I think a fair rating for this project would be a 7 out of 10. And Post in the Diary Room, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment. Do whatever is necessary to engage with the content. Did you like this review? Did you hate it? Do you like the project? What do you like about the project? What do you hate about the project? Let me know in the comments, and please also check out the videos next to me, and I will see you on the next one.